how's it going? Alrighty, we're doing the transgender flag, that's what we're doing, right? Okay, I wanted to do something a little different because, as you'll see, or in the next couple of months, I've already done a lot of these of these flags, like the transgender flag. Like, I have done everything you could do, so I'm gonna just try something that's a little bit different. Now I have some impression mats here that I have cut out. I've cut them out to fit perfectly in my molds. These are side mats, as you can see, they're side mats, so they are designed to sit in the side of my mold so that when you unmold it, it'll have a nice pattern on the side. I have some for the bottom as well, but I always forget when I do the bottoms and I do a fancy top and then there's no point, so I'm going to do the side mat. I think I'll do this one because I like this one a little bit better than this one. This one I think lends itself more to a oatmeal and honey because it's got like the honeycomb shapes and that on it, so I'm not going to use that one today. What I want to do is, it's going to be kind of hard, is I want to put pink and blue in this, so it needs to be reasonably thick, but I also wanted to do two in the pot swirls, which need to be loose, so it's kind of like, so I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen yet, but I just know I'm probably going to use this. Probably, maybe, perhaps, who knows. Alright, so I have Cerulean Frost for the blue, and I have Bubblegum Bliss for the pink. I don't have as much in this as I do in this because this is a brighter pink, whereas this is more pastel, which the flag needs to be. So I'll probably end up putting a bit of titanium in this one. Sorry. In this one, yeah, just to bring it back down more to that pastel pink. Everything's in here ready to go. I haven't measured out my fragrance. I'm using Electric Lemonade Cocktail, which I love. I cannot remember for the life of me if it accelerates, so we'll all be surprised when it happens. So I'll just go measure that and I'll be back. Okay, now quick shout out to Trudy. Thank you very much. I'm using the one you gave me. This is the Brambleberry Electric Lemonade Cocktail. The one from Eroma smells exactly the same. I don't know if they behave the same, but I've used this one. What did I use it in? I don't even remember, something recently. And it behaved really well, so I don't think it was in cold process, I think it was in melt and pour. But anyway, yeah, so thanks Judy! Alright, let's get this party started. What are we going to do first? I think we will put in the lye. You can't put a soap in these that's too liquid, because if you put it, like, it's okay in the bottom because it'll just sort of sit in it, but because this is going in the side, if it's too liquid it'll just run out. So it needs to be somewhat not fluid. Somewhat not fluid. Wow. Yeah, I'm forcing myself to make soap today, and apparently my English skills are like, yeah, we're not coming to the party because we don't want to be there. So, yeah. Just giving that a bit of a mix. Now, what I was thinking of doing was a two-layered soap. I was going to mix up a blue and a pink, and then white in here. And I'm soaping hotter than usual. I can actually feel the heat coming off of that. So I must have overheated it a little bit in the microwave. That's good. And white in here, and then I was going to pour some white in there for an in the pot swirl, some white in there for an in the pot swirl, and then pour this one in the bottom, and then pour this one in on the top. Maybe with a mica line in the middle, but then we've got this as well, and that's just be like, you know, you need to just take a step back. I feel like I'm on Project Runway and I've just thrown everything at my garment. So maybe I just should calm down. Alright, so I'll measure these out. I can get rid of those now that I've told you what they are. I only leave them there because I can never bloody remember what they are. Yeah, alright. So, I'll do that. Oh, actually, they're going to need more, aren't they? They will. We need more of these colours than we do with the white, because the white's going to be sort of like the in the pot. So we'll go up to the 600 mark. That way I can make them both fairly even. And then the rest of this will be white. So let's have a look, see how that looks. Okay. I'm going to have to give these a bit of a zhuzh, because I can see that they're not mixing. They're mixing, but they're not mixing like full-on mixing. Get my mouse out of the way. And then I'll remove the spoons. Yeah, that's pretty warm actually. That's a lot warmer than I like to soap. So I've probably already stuffed it up right from the bloody start. The good thing about these is they have a little rubber thing on the bottom. It stops them from sliding around on the bench. The bad thing about them is they have a little rubber thing on the bottom that stops them from sliding around on the bench. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. I think this one had one. Oh, it still does. It's not as bad. That's going to have glycerin rivers. That's very pretty. Alright, there's just too much stuff in my way now. Let's just get a spatula. We'll get this mixed down because there's still some oils that aren't quite incorporated. Just calm down a bit with your mixing, woman. I don't have an apron on, so alright, that's beautiful. And I have plenty of spatulas, so I can use 3. I can still see a little bit of pink on the edges here, so I'll just try and get all of that incorporated. That's probably a little too dull. The blue is perfect. I love the blue. I'm not overly excited about that pink, but it is what it is. Now, these are very fluid, so I just think they might just be just a little bit too much. A little too fluid yet, but anyway. All I'm going to do, as you can see, is just the spatula has soap on it. A bit too much. So I'm just going to just dip it in and then just scrape it across, just like that. Worried about the soap on the bench because I'm actually going to use it, and you're going to wonder why. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the soap that's around there, and I'm going to run that along the inside of the mould here, because if you do that, when you pick this up, oh, that's still a little, hang on. That's better. Yeah, when you pick this up, if I can pick it up, I'm going to slide that in there, and the soap will help it to stick on the side so it doesn't fall down when you're trying to pour your soap in. Just like that. Yeah. And you can see it's stuck. I'm going to leave it on its side just for now until I get this all mixed up ready to go, because I don't want it to run anywhere whilst I'm doing this. So let's put our fragrance in, because these are starting to thicken. So I'm not going to worry about putting any in the white, because it's just going to be mixed in with these two anyway. So alright, let's have a look, see if this will just do what it's supposed to do and not need another zhuzh. Well, I can tell you it's loosened it, that's for sure. Yep. Look at that, that's a lot more fluid than it was just before, so that's great. This one. Yep, there you go. So whoops. Electric lemonade cocktail does reverse trace a little, which is great. And black raspberry and vanilla is the other one that does that. I only know the black raspberry and vanilla from Eroma. I don't know if it does it from anywhere else. So this is still nice and fluid, which is surprising, because I don't know what I was going to say, because it's got titanium dioxide in it. Right, so in both of these, I'm just going to pour from up high. And then down a bit lower. Same with this one, up high, and then down lower, and a bit more in this one. More in this one. Okay, just like that. What I might actually do with that, so I've had an inquiry about some wedding favours, so I'll just pour a few of these off. Alright, so I'm not going to mix these at all, I'm just going to start pouring them in. This one. Oh, that's friggin' glorious. I'm going to leave that. Make it smell me. Oh god, this smells so good, guys. It smells so good. And now I'm going to do, I might do a mica line. There's no gold on the flag, but oh well, whoops, that's probably way too much. That's just a little tea strainer. I'm just tapping it. See, I didn't need to do this because I have those things on the side, but whatever. Whatever. I'm throwing everything at this soap and it will look fabulous, or it will look like shit. Whatever. This is Royal Gold from Aussie Soap Supplies, so this is another one from Trudy. She gave me a whole bunch of soap supplies, for which I am eternally grateful. So I'm finally getting to use them. I actually used, she gave me a tangerine mica from Aussie Soap Supplies as well, and I've used it to make a nail polish, which you can see I have one colour on. I'm still waiting to paint all my other fingernails. Whoops. that's always messy. Yeah, and it's turned out really nice. Like this one I think was Tutti Frutti from My Mica Obsession. Oh, look at this, it's just gold dust everywhere. Alright, we'll give that another spritz. Now this will make a difference because I won't tip it, but I don't know if you can see it. When I blew on this, it's made some of the gold go up on the impression mat, so it should be interesting to see what happens. Now this is still not very solid, but I don't want to wait any longer, so I'm going to just have to do this and hope it doesn't wreck it too much. We'll see what happens. Put a little bit in here. What we might do, I don't want to mess around with it too much. It just needs a little bit more because it hasn't quite reached the top of the impression mat yet. So get the rest of this out, and I still have a little bit of blue and I still have a little bit of white, so I might decorate the top really simply with those. Just make it nice and flat. Because that's all we want. Alright, and then you can come along with what's left of this blue if it's not too hard. It's really not. You guys, if you've seen me soap before, you know exactly what I'm doing. If you watch other soap videos, you probably still know what I'm doing. And if you've never watched a soap video before, you'll be wondering what the bloody hell I'm doing. But this is a fairly common top to do on a flat top soap, so this is definitely nothing new. Alright, just like that. Whoops, whoops. That doesn't matter. Ugh, mess everywhere. Mess everywhere. Alright, so we need a chopstick. And then what we're going to do is I'm just going to go backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. I don't know why that camera is just... That's a bit better. Alright, so just going to go backwards and forwards. Just like this. That looks a bit shitty just there, doesn't it? Never even. It's never ever even. Alright. Now if I didn't have a design on the inside, I could also go around and pull this one way and this the other way. But because of the design inside and the impression mat down the side, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to leave it alone. I am, however, going to try and remove that without making too much mess. because, you know, Instagram. And yeah, and that's it. This I'm really looking forward to unmoulding, because I don't know if it's going to be too much or if it's going to work properly or whatever. But anyway, there you go. There's my transgender flag soap. And then next one, I'm not going to do a close-up because there's no point, you can see it. Yeah, and we'll see you for the cutting. Alright, bye. Oh, wait, glitter! we can't have, everyone had to have glitter, I said, everyone, every single one. There we go, that's better. No Pride Month soaps without glitter. I just think every soap should have glitter from now on. Every single soap. Alright, bye. Oh, yay! Alright, let's get this side off. I'll show you the rest. It looks pretty good. I'm liking it. And the big reveal. Da, 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 da. There you go. It's a nice effect, isn't it? Just something to dress it up just a little bit. Oh, really, when you can see there's no gold down here, but then up here there is, because I blew into the mold and it just went everywhere. So it's gone onto the side of the mold, onto here, as you can see. So yeah. Oh, apparently socks is down here dying or something, who knows. I might turn that around so I don't actually press that against the press. Apparently I've turned into Sean Connery in the last 10 minutes. I haven't had a cuppa, I'm still just woken up. But I really wanted to cut this, so alright. I love that sound. Ooh! Oh, right. Very nice. There you go. I like how these are sort of up and down. These are crossways. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, very nice. I like it. For the trans flag, I think this works really well. So, yeah. Bit of a hole here. Man, that looks really good. I like this. This is just a little different. No, that's not here. Been a busybody again. I do like how the two swirls are like in opposite directions. That looks really good. And it smells awesome. This is the, what's this? Oh, this is electric lemonade. Yeah, no, this is really good. I like this. So, yeah. Come a bloody treat. Yeah. Get the rest of these done so I can get into this leery ass bloody pansexual soap to cut, because I'm dying to cut that. Socksy. Oh, socks. Baby. Oh, honey. I don't know what his problem is. More breakfast, probably. That's usually the case in this house. Everybody wants more breakfast. Yay! Oh, it's turned out really well. I did leave this a bit longer than normal. I just couldn't be bothered cutting it last night because it was too bloody cold. Alright, that's it. I will see you for the next one. Bye.